Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
So this is the Promos expansion. Let's talk a little bit about what you get here. Here you get event cards. Now, these are going to come out, and they are going to affect everybody. And what you're going to do is you're going to take one off the deck, and you will do it. So they may hurt everybody or help everybody. Whenever the green ones are to help, and the red ones are to hurt. Let me give you an example. Whenever you develop a relationship, ignore partner requirements. If you develop the family, raise family, gain 2 more star. Whenever you take or advance a project, pay 1 less resource. The bad ones. At the beginning of your action phase, discard your item with the highest cost and get -1 happiness. You can prevent this by paying 2 coins. Whenever you take or advance a project, pay 2 coins. Prevent at the end of the round with at least 5 coins. So these are just come out. There'll be randomizers. They'll do some things. These are just a fun way to shake things up and kind of have that uncertainty of life. Then we have trends. What trends do is they will come out during the game. You will put 3 of these out, face up, rest go back in the box. And these will have different types of projects. In this case, culture, politics, and technology and science. This will allow, if you get one of these projects, you get a star. If you get 4 of these projects, you get an 8. So this gives you an incentive to try to get these type. These are just like the popular things to do in life that people do. And there's one for each one, but you will only use 3 per each game. You also have some new jobs. In particular, these jobs that you get, these are going to be jobs that allow you to have to work harder on it. So what you can do is you can pay the normal cost to do the job, but if you give up a little bit more, you get a little bit more. The one example they have in the book is a stand-up comedian. 4 light bulbs and 2 handshakes gets you 8 coins, but if you pay 1 more of each, you get 2 additional. And the upkeep kind of works the same way. So these are not jobs that you can get promoted at. Instead, you can work a little bit harder. You get a couple new life goals in this one: a zookeeper, team player, and fulfilled life. They work exactly like the other ones in the game. You do get a couple new, 3 new people: Nick, Mike, and Victor. Nicole, Michelle, and Victoria on the other side. And these are just more relationships. They work exactly like the other ones. You're also going to get some new items. You know, variety is always good: drums, camera, record collection, smartphone, toolbox, backpacking. These are items, they work just like the other ones, where you're going to have coins and you're going to get things. So this just kind of shakes things up and gives you more. But you do have some items that are new, and these are pets. Pets do not work the way the other ones did. These do not you do not pay to upgrade. Instead, they will upgrade each round. For example, this bird, if you can see it, when he upgrades, he dies. You lose 1 short-term happiness, but you get 2 victory points. The bugs do not live that long either. The horse, though, he will live for 4 rounds, becoming a colt stallion, and then he will die. Goodbye, friend. Each of these are going to end with a loss of short-term happiness, but some victory points. Once again, you don't spend an hourglass to upgrade these like the other items. At the end of the round, they immediately upgrade as long as you can pay the upkeep cost, rather. So that's a new addition. Then you're going to have some other projects: sumo wrestling, cosplay, convention, board game night, and these work exactly like the other ones for the most part. There's some one-time, some group ones, and a little bit more of the one and outs. So these will be added. So the Kickstarter promos, just a bunch of different cards. Some of these add different things. I would probably recommend that you go ahead and add these to the game. So let's talk about these Kickstarter promos that you got, and if you want to get your hands on these on your own. Now, there's not a whole lot of cards here. There's only a little bit. But let's talk about a little bit more in detail what you get and whether you want to add these to your game. The event cards. You're going to want to add these if you like a little bit more randomness to the game. If you are just do not like randomness, then these are going to do you no good, because these are just going to be ways to screw yourselves. There's not a whole lot of these. So after a couple games, you're probably going to have seen them all. But this is going to be the randomness factor. You see that in a lot of games. The trends. I like the trends. I think they're Probably going to be added a lot more than the events, although the events, I think people are going to be easily be able to add those in. It's very small. The trends are kind of neat because they give you something to go for, and they make the ones on here worth more. So there's kind of more of a rush to get those, and you're willing to change your strategy a little bit to get these. These are neat. I like the trends a lot. As for the new workers, really like this. I would just throw these in every time. It's a good addition. I wish there were more of these, but I guess they wanted to keep the numbers in line, the math of the game. But I really like to work harder where you could plan out to spend a little bit more and get a little bit more each round. As for life goals, always happy to have more of these. There's only 3 more of this added. These will be randomly, when you shuffle these up in the game, there's 2 that are always out, so more variety is always good. More people to have relationships with, more ways to do this. These have a lot of race families on them, which is really good. And there's some more in different types of prerequisites on those. As for the items, the ones that are non-pets, very, very nice, always good. I mean, the projects, very nice to have more of these to put into the game, really. You do want different things coming up, so every time you play, you have different, so more variety is good. As for the items that are not pets, once again, kind of the same thing. We just got more variety, more to do here. I would throw these in with the new projects every single time. I really like the addition of the pets. I really like this. This is fun. I like the idea of me having a horse or a llama or monkey, rabbit, tortoise, bird, bugs, cat, dog, exotic pet, fish, hamster. I like these. I like putting these in. The inevitable death of your pet is a part of life. We had a dog one time named Ariel, and my son kept getting sick. We found out his eczema was being caused by the dog, an allergy. Dog was gone. That was sad, but my kids weren't really old enough, but me and my wife had the dog since our 1st year anniversary, but we have a cat now who I'd like to see go, but I know it would destroy my daughter. So these are kind of things that come up. This is life, right? This is kind of cool because it's an inevitable nature that these animals are going to die on us, and how we're going to deal with our children. At least as a father, that comes up a lot. I like that addition. So I would probably track these down to Kickstarter promos if it's not too expensive. You got a set in your game that's really good. Got some variety, got some new things going on. If the new workers, the employees, the jobs, and the pets and the events don't seem very good to you, I don't know you're going to be able to track these down or want to. Otherwise, I say add this, and to be honest, it's not that much just to throw all of this in. A lot of them are just new stuff. So really the trends, the employment, the pets, and the events are really what you're getting here. And there's not a whole lot of them. I mean, there's not a whole lot of extra cards. It looks really big like this, but there's a lot of different categories here that you'll want to have. So for me, I like it. I'm going to be adding these in every single game. The events I may or may not just have that luck factor, but everything else I really like. So great job.